When I was born, I came out of my mother's womb, and I looked up, and I screamed at the whore that was staring at me. Have you ever seen?
There was a whore? Are you calling your mother a whore?
She might have fucked a lot of people, but let me tell you, you've never been born into this world, and the first thing that you see is a woman and a hippopotamus combination in one body. You have not seen such a frightening thing in your life.
Yeah, I understand. Actually, quite frankly, I was hiding behind the mosquito attraction. Not true, but I was just wondering, how are people going to be attracted to you when there is such a horror it's kind of an atrocity of what's happened to you, and you didn't have to be brought into this world. So I'm just wondering, how are people going to be attracted to you, Johnny Jr.?
This is why I live in the woods.
And how dare they give you a name like Johnny Jr., such a normal name?
I know, and it was really selfish of my father, because he thought that the genetical advancements of the hippopotamus woman should combine nicely with my athlete special abilities and create the perfect child. And you know what? No, did not. I got the worst traits of each combined into my body. I have to go live out in the woods so that I don't reproduce. And I'm mentally scarred from this woman. I can't tell you. She just... I had to go live in the woods.
Yeah, Johnny
it's
Jr.
the only way.
Yeah, Johnny Jr. So I appreciate with you speaking to me today. I've learned a lot about animal-human hybrids and the struggles that they go through. I do really want to figure out what has happened to you since you decided that you were going to learn the English language. Because I know it's hard when you have 1/8 of hippo in you, that you would rather just, speak the hippo language because it only has 3 different words. Drink, fight, and fuck. The 3 words. And sometimes they combine the words fuck and eat.
It's called a fleek.
Yeah, and I actually got the numbers wrong there, but whatever. The fucking and eating and fighting is all that they do. And sometimes when they're a hybrid, they actually involuntarily will bite off the lips of the other individual. So I'm surprised your dad still has his lips intact.
Yes. He actually, this is a funny story. In the hippopotamus community, this is a funny story. Here we go.
All right.
One day, my dad, famous athlete, Johnny, oh yeah.
Yeah, Johnny guy.
Yeah. He was smooching up on the hippopotamus lady, and boom.
Yeah, she had a fat ass.
She did, and let me tell you, after she ate his face, he was swallowed up into her gigantic bosom. And I never saw my dad ever again. A terrible time. But it's funny, because all the hippopotamuses started laughing. The hippopotamus people in the hippopotamus people community, they started laughing. They thought it was funny. And I was this little 5-year-old crying, saying, where'd my dad go?
That's terrible, man. That's terrible. Hippopotamuses are terrible people, man. They're just absolutely terrible. And by the way, if you have forgotten, it is me, Michael. I am the repairman. Some people have been questioning about what my race is. But as we said before, my other friend Michael, he said that he was going to gun you down with the red paint. And so don't be asking me about my race. I would say that I would be irate if you asked me about my race. Erase race from your memory banks. Ask me who I am when I wear a mask, and I'll be like Banksy, the painter, and the person that goes against the walls. So don't you ask me who I am, and I will never say that I am Stan. Because again, as I said before, I am Michael.
Hello, I am a population services, on the population services committee. And we need to collect some information from you, sir. You said you didn't know exactly what race you were. We're gonna need to know that information.
All right, hello, my name is Michael, as you may have forgotten. What did you say your name was, young lad?
Now, I'm not gonna tell you that, but I am with the Population Services Committee, and we like to collect data, and we just want to know your race, and your name, and maybe your political affiliations. That would be kind of cool. Yep.
Well, you know, when I was growing up in the undisclosed location of where I was raised, I was told 3 things.
Yes.
First, I was told, never tell anybody what happened to Mom. Okay, that was number 1. Number 2 was, finish your plate or you're going to get a spanking. Number 3 was, show me yours and I will show you mine. So, all I got to say is, you show me yours and I'll show you mine. That's all I got to say.
Well, listen, I'm going to make an observation here.
All right.
I think that you are from Hawaii. You sound like a Hawaiian. And I'm going to put that down on my sheet.
I will never admit to anything.
Hawaiian man.
But that is maybe, it would be more believable that I was from Taiwan than if I was from Hawaii. Little boy, don't you ever come speaking at me and saying you're going to make an assumption. Because rule number 4 was, don't make an assumption or you're going to get a pumpkin spice latte shoved up your butt. Because you're being a ridiculous human being right now. You don't even believe in ghosts. You don't even believe that a pterodactyl used to roam this planet and had an 8-foot wingspan. You don't even believe about anything that floats above the ocean. There's sea kelp that floats above the ocean. You're a denier of radical facts. You don't even understand that 400 million years ago there was only things in the ocean, but it lived. What are you even talking about, man?
Listen, my personal beliefs are none of your opinion. And you know what? I'm a 40-year-old man. I may not sound like it, but that's what I am. And I need to collect this information. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with it. Someone wants it. I mean, the population community, whatever the hell the council's called, they need it. So I'm gonna put down that you're a Hawaiian, and you probably believe in some weird stuff. That there was a giant man that used to live a long time ago. He ate people or something weird like that. I'm putting that down.
All right,
That's
let me clarify. I won't say where I'm from, but I'll clarify that belief a little bit. There was a giant man, a very, very large man. And I'm not talking about obesity, which is an epidemic in the United States. We need to figure out how to reduce obesity in the United States because 40% is not acceptable. Not even 10% is acceptable because a lot of the obesity is because of emotional eating and because of not right eating habits that were instilled upon people because of commercial advertisements. We need to protect the people against obesity. So, the obese consumers, I have an eye out for you and I really respect you. But the foundation of this earth, I'm not talking about obesity, I'm talking about a very large man who even was larger than the planet Earth. And what happened was, he flew down from above. He came out through a different dimension, through a nether portal. He came out and he said, hello, it's me. I'm the man. And then he came out and he said, okay, I'm ready to come. And then what he did was, he came out. He had a giant urethra, and the planet Earth was one of the speckles of dust that came out of the urethra. It wasn't semen. It was kind of a different kind of ball sack, but it was, in fact, similar to a urethra, how we would envision a urethra. So, and I'm not talking about Urethra Franklin, who was a beautiful singer, okay? We can't get that confused because I love Urethra Franklin, but the big man in the sky, he was the best, man. So that's what I gotta say.
What I'm getting from that? Dislikes fat people. Scientologist.
Hey, man. Hey, that's just ridiculous, man.
That's what I got in here. So, Hawaiian. Believes in a bunch of weird stuff that no one really believes in. Dislikes fat people, and also is a Scientologist.
All right, Timmy, I can't believe what you're doing right now.
I'm sorry.
Timmy, you need to sit back down on your porta potty. Well, what your parents called a porta potty. It's really a place to poop for people who haven't been potty trained. So how are you going to come here and how are you going to say that I believe in all these weird, strange things, which is the opposite of what I'm saying when you're sitting on a porta potty all day?
Listen, I have irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah, IBS. I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. Don't patronize me, Timmy.
You know what? You're treating my symptoms as if they don't matter. And my symptoms matter.
Yeah, Timmy, I heard from your mom when I was fingering one of her apple pies, because I eat with my hands. I heard that you don't even like 2% milk. You drink skim milk, Timmy.
No.
You're a little boy, Timmy.
No.
What do you even like? What do you even like outside of skim milk and regular Cheerios? What do you even think? What do you even think in skim milk, regular Cheerios, and you still like Curious George? You like Curious George, and there's not even a plot in any of those books.
Oh, listen, I like Caillou, and I like Frosted Flakes. I like Tony.
Timmy,
Tony the Tiger.
Timmy, I can't even handle you right now. You came in here, you're talking about the census or some count population. You're coming in here talking about Caillou. Why is a 7-year-old kid bald? And why does he resemble Charlie Brown so much?
Listen,
and by the way,
Caillou has cancer. I didn't want to tell you.
Oh shit, man.
Caillou has cancer.
Damn.
I know because I've been keeping the records. I went to his house yesterday.
I didn't know animations. I didn't know the animated could get such, malignant or non-malignant things growing in their body. I didn't even know they had organs. I just thought that they had skin and clothes and eyeballs.
He's got maybe sad. 7 months, and that's it. He's gonna be dead. I've got his portfolio right here. Caillou is a he loves ice cream. Number one funny thing about him, he loves ice cream. He has cancer. Terrible. But he's also
Timmy, that's just
he's also a racist.
That's tragic news.
So here's what happened. He's been bald for so long, and this is why I hate Caillou now. I just haven't made up my mind.
Yeah.
I forgot that this was on the list.
Now that you brought out the list,
I can't believe
it's right in front of your face.
Yeah. What happened was I was like, then why were you bald for so many years? And he told me
chemotherapy.
Well, he didn't have it initially. First, he was a white supremacist, and he shaved his head. And then he actually got cancer. And I say that just shows what goes around comes around. Sometimes.
Caillou, I had it out from you for the beginning, but then I realized that animations, at some point, they're going to have internal organs. And if indeed they have internal organs, then they should not be slept on. They shouldn't have any bed sheets. They shouldn't have any throw rug that has Caillou's face on it. But what I was going to say previously when we were talking about the Tatty Whiteys is those people are racist, and they're the same people that made Charlie Brown and Caillou. So it's a whole conspiracy. I'm coming out with my new episode next week. The conspiracy of the Tatty Whiteys Charlie Brown incident. And it used to be, actually, people don't know this, it used to be Charlie Brown versus Board of Education.
Hello, this is, I'm a representative for Tidy Whiteys Incorporated.
How's it going, sir?
What did you say about the Tidy Whitey companies? We have black Tidy Whiteys.
Yeah. How's the racism over there?
Listen,
Steven?
We have all sorts of Tidy Whiteys. We have white Tidy Whiteys. We have black Tidy Whiteys. We have yellow tidy-whities. We have any tidy-whities that you like.
Why are you only naming things that racist people call other races?
Listen. We have all colors of tidy-whitey. We have any shade of any color of tidy-whities.
Yeah, there's some nuance to this racism that I'm clearly sensing from you. I actually have a pretty good internal sense of racism, and it is emanating from your body.
Not me. No.
Similar to how if you throw a rock into a pristine lake, the way it ripples out is the same exact way that I'm noticing racism coming off of you in waves. But you're calling white people whitey, which is a slight diss to them. So I don't think you're even necessarily going 100% against white versus other races. You just don't like any race. Therefore, you're against humans.
No.
You gotta be against humans if you're making tight underwear for people, for mostly men, but some women wear tighty-whities. They're like a diaper for humans, adult humans, and they're tight on the ball sack.
Listen, some people they like the tidy-whities. Like Farmer Joe. He likes his sack to be squeezed to the point where he feels like he's not going to be able to have children in another 10 years. He likes that feeling. And he also likes to sweat in his tidy-whities. He likes to be uncomfortable all day. Some people like that, and that's why we sell all tidy colors.
Tidy killers. Now that just seems like it is... It seems like you had a candy, like let's say M&M's. All M&M's taste the same. But when you add different colors, people are like, oh, I like the blue M&M. Let me get a blue M&M t-shirt if I'm stopping by New York City. But all of them taste the same. Now, take that information, translate it onto the Tidy Whities brand. Look at this. All the Tidy Whities are equally named the same thing. They taste the same, and they all are doing terrible things to people's nether regions.
I mean, okay, there is some scientific evidence that you might not have kids, as well as some people who didn't wear the Tidy Whities. But I have a new marketing solution to this. We already uploaded it to the internet, on TV, everything, and listen to this.
Okay.
Hey, who doesn't like kids? Great. Buy some Tidy Whities. Thank you. Board of directors, thank you. I know, it's a brilliant plan.
That's like saying this. Who likes orange juice? Well, sub caveat to that, I used to not like orange juice, but I like orange juice now. But most people like orange juice and not skim milk. If you like orange juice or 2% or whole milk, then you should buy Tidy Whities. That's basically, you're saying anybody that's not a pedophile should buy the underwear. Your marketing is like you're just putting your whities next to things that is natural for humans.
Listen,
you're a strange man.
We give people options, Maybe you don't want to have children ever. Maybe never. Right. And so maybe you get some Tidy Whities.
It's a way, I will say this, it's a normal way for you to get a vasectomy at a lower price. If you don't want to impregnate your wife and you want a lower price, then you must go for the Tidy Whities. All right?
And by the way, it's we're going for the tidy colors.
Oh, tidy colors.
Tidy colors.
That's like, you know what happened was with the iPhone, it was just silver, but then they got into colors for the iPhone 7C or something. You don't see those around. You also don't see the Mac computers that are colors anymore. So, I mean, good luck. Good luck out there. Whatever your name is. I forgot your name.
Well, stock price is going up. That's pretty good.
You don't sell socks. What are you talking about?
socks, that's a completely other side of the business. We call it, we used to call it the Whitey Boys socks. All right, God, it used to be a part. Some stupid 100%. Idiot in marketing just freaking came out with that. We have the color socks.
Now, I think that's a little bit of an overcorrection, if you ask me. And I'm an expert of all races because you can't even tell what race I am.
I think
that. What do you?
I think.
What do you think I am?
Oh man, I don't want to say it. I think
so right. What is that?
I think you're.
What did you say? Wait. What did you say, sir?
Say it.
Where?
Madagascar.
Where did you say it?
There, I said it. You're from Madagascar.
What did I say?
Madagascar.
Where did you say from? All right, I'm not from Madagascar. Racism, increased levels.
No.
Stronger radiation emanating.
Oh, please. I only said that because you have a certain. Listen, my wife's from Madagascar.
I wrote a song about you. All right. Throw a rock in a lake. Ripples come out.
But the person isn't a bad person. He just likes to make no racist. He makes money.
You're bad at making
he makes
songs.
Money.
You're bad at making songs.
The stocks are going up because the people are happy.
You are just backing upon the trans and social living for people. And you are calling colors, and you are actually still a racist.
Lots of colors, no racism in this tighty color family.
Now you're stealing licks from different songs.
Listen, we have a whole song department. I'm not very good on my feet.
Now
I take
something.
care of the public relations. Obviously,
yeah, you're a smooth talker. Sack, but this is what imagine this in your mind. Paint a good mental picture of this. Some people like tight jeans. You shouldn't use Tide Pods on your jeans, but tight jeans, tighty whities. Now, the branding campaign, you have to shell out a lot of money for the Michael Jackson rights, but tight jeans is not my lover. Tight jeans, you know the song?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Tight jeans is not my lover. And by the way,
colors, that is the one.
Tidy colors, that's the way. Tight jeans is not my lover.
Yeah.
Tidy colors, that's the way. Tight jeans is not my lover.
Make them in China.
That's so not part of the advertisement.
I'm sorry. I just got too excited. I think
Yeah, I understand. Your subconscious is leaking upon us. And by the way, last comment here. By the way, it's me, Michael. I'm the resident repairman. I have countries of origin that are kind of ambiguous. I have a mustache. I have a strange haircut, and I have this accent, which may or may not be an amalgamation of a few accents. Sometimes I feel like I'm from Tennessee. Sometimes I feel like I'm from somewhere else. But it has all been absorbed through my cavities of my ears and my eyes sometimes. And obesity is an epidemic. I will just say this one more time. There are 20% of Americans that are obese.